Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Y'all, today we're going to do something just a little bit differently. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new subscribers, and a big thank you to all of my crafty friends who show up every day, make me feel welcome to be on YouTube, and support my channel. Thank you so very much. This is usually the part of the intro where I would show you what we're going to be making today, but I don't have anything to show you right now, and there's a reason for that. I get a lot of questions asking me, how do I decide what to use and how to use it? So today I'm going to take you along with me as I make an Easter mailable. I am going to do very little editing of this video. I'm going to take you along with me as I decide the papers that I want to use, the ephemera that I want to use, and how I'm going to decide the design that I want to do. So y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all. So on my desk, I have some packets of ephemera, some stickers, and some little Heidi Swap labels that I thought I might want to use on this, not sure yet. And then I pulled some pages of paper that I think I might want to work with on this project. So what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to make a mailable. What is a mailable? A mailable is an all-in-one that once we finish it, we can actually fold it over, place postage on it, and mail it. So I'm going to move my papers to the side so that I can show you what I'm working with here. I've done Easter crafting on the channel, and it's usually been whimsical, fun, but I wanted a more mature look that is really representative of what Easter is all about. So I was in Pop Shelf, and that's the store that I introduced you guys to a few months ago. And amongst the Easter displays, they had some beautiful Easter paper crafting items, stickers, embellishments, ephemera, and it's by a company called Creative Devotion. I've never heard of them. I've never used anything from them. And what they had was just so mature, so elegant, and it represented Easter in such a beautiful way that I could not help but buy a few packs of these. So this is what I want to work with. I want to take this and turn it into something beautiful that can be mailed. And then they also had these Heidi Swap notepads, and they're just little notepad shapes. There's a heart, a flag, circles, banners, and banners. So I'm not sure if I'm going to work this in, but we are going to use quite a bit of this. So here are my papers, and I know that I really want to go with this purple as the inside liner. So that's a definite. I already know that I want the purple, the lavender, to be the inside liner. Then for the outside, which would actually be the fold over for the envelope, I'm not sure. This one might work even though it has graphics on it, but I like it because it's a postal theme. And it's floral and it's beautiful and it's going to work well with this. So let me fold this. But I also like that this one has the lavender flowers in it. This one also has more space for writing your address if you wanted to mail this. So I'm torn. I think I'll be able to use these two on the inside, but I am torn as to which one I want to use on the outside of the envelope. And I think I'm going to go with this. And I'm sure some of you are saying, no, I would have chosen the other one. And either one of them would work. But I like that wide open space here. So that's the one that I'm going to go with. So I have taken my big old head out of the shot so that we can focus on what we're going to be doing here. And my head won't be in the way or won't be a distraction. So I have my 12 by 12 piece. And I think I'm going to keep it at 12 by 12. But I want the finished envelope to be 9 inches wide. So I am going to take off 1.5 inches here, rotate it to the opposite 12, and take off 1.5 inches there. And that's going to give me an envelope that's 9 inches wide. Then I'm going to turn it to the 12-inch side that we haven't scored on, and I'm going to score this at 4.5, and then at 9 1/8. Then I'm going to fold and burnish all of my scores. And like I said, guys, we are winging it. Yes, I will edit this video, but I am not going to edit out any of my decision making. So now that we have our piece like this, we are going to go ahead and just angle everywhere that we have a score. So I'm going to bring in the purple piece, and I already know that when I place down my pieces here, I want them to be about 8 3/4 of an inch wide. So I am going to trim this to 8 3/4. Then the bottom here is 4.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and trim a piece that is 4 3/8 because I want it to fit, but I don't want it on that score mark. And then this middle piece is 4 5/8. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it at 4.5. And that'll go right in there like that. So the top is 2 7/8. So I'm going to trim this last piece down to 2 3/4 of an inch. And so now I'll bring my pieces in, and we're just going to place them down like this. So I'm going to use my tape. We're going to place some tape on our pieces. I am using my tape runner for this. I'll take my first piece, and I want to make sure that I have it down so that it is inside of my score, because when I fold, I don't want that paper in the way. And I didn't just cut out one piece and place it down, because that would give me too much bulk when I'm trying to fold this. So we're going to place it down in stages. Adding some more tape to this piece. And we're going to take this piece and place it down like that. And then we're going to take our final piece, add our tape, and we're going to place this piece down. Right here. Now we can take these pieces and we're just going to fold them over. And I am just using my tape runner to add my tape, and I'll explain something to you guys in just a second. But let's just go ahead and get that stuck. Okay, so usually when I make a mailable, I'll actually place this underneath and this on top. And this time I chose to do it a little bit differently because I didn't want the whole thing to be purple. Now you might want yours underneath. So if you want to fold these in first and place this longer piece down on top, you can do that as well. So I have some scrap purple from another project that I was doing, and I am simply going to make a little pocket here at the bottom. So all I'm going to do is I am going to just freehand cut this across. And that's going to give me a nice little pocket here at the bottom. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to place some glue here and glue here. And I'll take this pocket and I'm going to put it down right there. So right now we have a really nice little blend going. We have a pocket. Now I'm going to bring in my pieces because I want to decide what it is I want to use on the project. So I'm just going to open these. See what I have here. I like this one, and I think I'm going to put that right there so that it can serve as like a little tuck if you wanted to tuck something there. Then I'm going to take some scrap purple that I have, and I'm just laying this out, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I am just taking some of my pieces and just putting them down to see what it is I'm actually going to end up with. I know that this process is a little bit different for me. Usually by the time I bring it to you, I have pretty much figured out what it is I want to do, so I do it. But this time it's different. I haven't. So I think what I want to do is I want to take this mat and I'm going to mount it to the back of some of this. So slide all of this out of the way. Take my tape. Take this mat. Give myself a nice little border. Bring in my trimmer. So now that we have this piece, I am going to lay out my pieces to see what it is I want to work with. So I have so many things that I can use on this. I have my nice ephemera. I have that, which I am really, really loving this right here. So I think what I want to do in the middle section is I just want to create a nice little focal point. So I'm going to put that there. I think I'm going to put that there. The beauty of this is I am not going to glue these down to the mat. I'm actually just going to glue them right here to the side so that this really is a tuckable. And I'll show you what I mean. So I am going to go ahead and take my tape, and we're going to go ahead and place tape on the mat. I'm going to take the mat and place it right here in the center. Then I'm going to take this flower and place it right there. But like I said, I'm going to turn it into a tuckable. So I'm just going to add some glue, and we'll glue that right there. And let me just make sure I want that there. And I'm pretty sure that I do. So now I'm going to take some glue here, place that right there. And then I'm going to place some glue right here. Make sure I don't have that on my fold. And we're going to put that like that. So now I do have tuckables. So if I wanted to tuck something underneath all of that and on top of a picture, I can. So even though I put it down, it is not stuck. So that way I'll be able to tuck things underneath. So here at the bottom, I really want to keep that floral theme going. So I am going to bring in some of my stickers, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and remove that sticker sheet from the pack because it's going to make it easier for me to work with. And what I'm going to do is just pull off some of my stickers. This is a pocket. So I'm going to take that one sticker and place it right there. And then I'm just going to build a little sticker spray here along the bottom like that. So it really does sort of tie everything in. And now I want to find something really beautiful that will go right there. So I am going to look at the stickers that I have to see what I can find that's really going to give me the message that I want on here. So I have a page in here and I really like this page. It is in the sticker book and it has several stickers on here that I like. I think that the one I want to go with is this one that says, "It is well with my soul." And I'm going to take this and we're going to put it right there at the bottom. So now I need to balance out this side, and I'm going to balance it out by using some more of my sweet little flowers because I really do have a nice florally look going at the bottom. And y'all might be thinking, why is she using so many flowers? Well, I know who I'm sending this to, and I know how she feels about flowers. It's going to be a nice little surprise to her because we really haven't seen each other in a while. We haven't even had an opportunity to speak the way that we used to. So I am designing this with her in mind. My idea of using all of these flowers might not be what you would want to do with yours, but for me, I know that when she gets this, she's definitely going to love it. So I'm really liking how this is turning out, and I think that I am going to bring in some of my little notepad pieces here, and I'm going to go with this set. And I'm just going to tear off a couple because I'm going to tuck in some little messages to her right in here. I'm not going to share the messages that I'm going to write on here, but I am going to tuck in just a few messages. So here at the top, I thought I was going to use Grace, but I am going to put this one that says, "Abide in Him." Then I'm going to take a couple of these little hearts. I'm going to place a heart there. And I'm going to place a heart right here. Then I'm going to take some scrap that I had left over. I'm just going to fold it in half. And I'm going to create a little greeting card that I am going to send to her. But again, I'm not going to share what I'm going to put in the greeting card, but I will go ahead and show you guys kind of sort of what I'm planning on doing. So I am going to take my tape runner. I have a piece of scrap that I had left over, not from this project, but from another project that I worked on, and I used this paper. So I'm laying that down on the top. And then I'm going to take one of my stickers, and it says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet." I'm going to place that down like that. And I think I want to round the corners of my card. So I'm just going to round. You can use a corner rounder to do this if you want. And then on the inside, I'm going to take some more scrap and just create a little bit of writing space there. And I'm going to take that heart and place the heart right there. And I'll place the heart with some glue. And we'll place that down. And then there's a heart right in here that I'm going to take and place right there. So now I can write a little note to her. I can tuck that in my pocket. I have my 2 little tags that I'm also going to write just a couple of sweet words to her. And I am very pleased with how this turned out. Now, the look of this might be busy for some of you. The look of this is definitely busier than I normally do. But this is one of those times when I'm crafting truly for the person. And by crafting for the person, I'm crafting in a way that I know she will love. When she opens this, it'll be just as if she had opened a bouquet of roses or a bouquet of flowers that I might have sent to her. So when you're crafting for someone specific, craft for that person, because that's exactly what I've done here. This is very different from what I normally do when I'm bringing something to you guys on camera, but this is a time that I am crafting for my friend. And I'll share something with you guys that I'm going to put right here. Many, many, many years ago, she and I took a trip together along with some other people, and we had a great time. We were being very silly. A few photos of us were snapped, not sharing those photos on camera, but they were snapped, and I have them, so I'm going to make duplicates and put a couple in here because I think that she will really enjoy this. So I know she's going to love it because this was made specifically for her. So now that I have it all done, I am going to fold up, fold over, and I'll seal it right along the top. I'll probably put some sealer here, and a little sealer here. And I simply mean glue. And when I fold it over and I flip it over, I now have all of this beautiful space that I can send my message to her. And because I do have this beautiful space, I am going to find a little sticker. And I just found the sticker that I want to use, and I am going to use the one that says "Hope anchors the soul." She'll know exactly what this means because she has had some health issues recently. So I am going to give you another look at this. I stepped outside of my normal comfort zone for how I would actually make one of my mailers, and I did it just a little bit differently because ordinarily I would place these pieces underneath, but I wanted mine on top because they're flowers, and I want all of this to be about flowers, but I knew that I wanted to use my lavender. And then I just took some stickers, used those stickers to help decorate, stayed within my floral theme and my message, and now I have a beautiful Easter mailable that I can send to my friend that definitely conveys a message of love, and she will know that when I made this, I made it just for her. So I hope that you have enjoyed this very quick look at the way that I would put something like this together. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.